What's good, YouTube? It's that boy. Everybody know, aka the Drippy Single YouTube, aka the Real Single, aka Blase, and I'm back. Back with another video, man. Yes, sir. Today, I'm here with.
Who you here with?
I'm here with.
Alexia.
Alright, you got it. Alright, do the intro to this. You do it now.
I don't even know. Okay. Today is another reaction day, full of reactions, full of life, full of everything. So this first video we're reacting to is the Brazen Bowl, worst punishment in human history. I wasn't in charge of choosing this, so I really don't know what
So what do you expect?
The worst punishment in history, probably I feel like the worst punishment would have to be like burning someone alive.
Or putting like a wet rag on somebody over their face so they would suffocate.
No, I feel
Pouring
like
water on it.
I feel like burning is way worse than suffocating.
Let me know what y'all think down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Gang.
Don't forget to put it on the screen.
Got you. Alright. Worst punishment in human history, the Brazen Bowl.
Imagine waking up on an early sunny morning somewhere in Spain. You're going outside, but before you take a couple of steps, you're grabbed and taken to prison. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, it's the 17th century, and you said out loud at the market yesterday that the Earth revolves around the sun and not vice versa. There are several days of very...
Bro, no, because that's real shit. Like, back then, like, you could not say certain shit. Like, bro, it was so strict. Like, some places it'd be so strict. Even now today, that smiling is illegal. I saw a place where smiling is illegal.
Where?
I don't know, but shit, nigga. What do you think I know it off the top of my head?
Well, you said you saw it. You said you remembered you saw it.
Photographic memory. I said there was a place I saw.
So clearly, you see how you act? Yeah, this is why we have problems, because he thinks.
What problems we got? What's up? What problems do we have? What you want to do about it?
Ingenious tortures by the Spanish Inquisition ahead of you. And if you're lucky, a quick death at the stake. Tortures appeared along with our civilization. In every era, people have invented new ways to abuse and improved on the developments of the past. In this video, you'll find out what were the most unusual tortures in history. What's the danger of hugging the Iron Maiden? Why can bamboo haunt your dreams? How were people tortured at the time of the Inquisition? And how to survive if you're being tortured.
Yo, that's crazy! That might be top 5, nigga. I hate bees. What the fuck? Bro,
imagine an iron sarcophagus covered with sharp spikes on the inside. A person is locked inside.
Deep.
Huh?
Who's thinking of these punishments? Like, who's in charge?
Who is in charge? Crazy people, bro. Crazy people.
Like, ew.
Like, you ain't just get the death penalty, you got the torture penalty.
In a standing position, and they're slowly bleeding to death. That is the Iron Maiden, a classic of the medieval Inquisition. So, you've been accused of heresy and required to sign a confession. Of course, you're refusing. Then the torturer opens the doors of the Iron Maiden and invites you in. What's going on with a person inside the sarcophagus? It's not a big deal at first. Spikes can damage the skin a little bit, that's all. But after spending half an hour in the same position, you'll want to move.
In the same position.
In a few hours more, your legs will start to get tired, and your nose will most likely start to itch. After 20 hours in the Iron Maiden without food or water, you'll start losing consciousness from exhaustion and blood loss. But as soon as you pass out, you'll feel a sharp pain from dozens of spikes. It'll bring you to your senses, but not for long. You'll pass out and wake up from pain again and again and again. Are you ready to confess to heresy?
So you're basically passing out, waking up. Passing out, waking up because you're getting stabbed over and over.
Yeah, it's the same process over and over again.
Damn, bro. That is actually... I'm not even gonna lie. We're gonna rank these at the end, bro. We're gonna rate these at that's
Yet,
crazy.
take your time. Let's figure out what you have to do to survive in the Iron Maiden. Your goal is to stay conscious for as long as possible. Most often, the sarcophagus does not have spikes along the sides. Try to lean your hands carefully on the side walls. This will help to keep weight off your legs. But remember, you need to move as carefully as possible so that the spikes don't pierce your skin. The less blood you lose, the longer.
I like my barefoot Pinot Grigio like I like my football season.
Why?
No, free. My fault. 5 seconds. We won't get back, y'all.
Longer you'll remain conscious. When you start to get sleepy from exhaustion, take a few quick breaths in and out. This will increase your heart rate and make you more alert. To avoid panic and distract yourself from your tired legs, sing something to let the torturer suffer too. Today, historians believe that the Iron Maiden wasn't used for torture, but rather for intimidation. From the Inquisition system's point of view, this instrument was too slow. A confession could have been pending for several days. Above all, in the Iron Maiden, you can't increase the intensity of pain when you need it. Although it does look pretty spectacular in a torture chamber. But torture was not invented in the Middle Ages. The tortures of that time were inspired by ancient China. What was torture like before the Inquisition?
So
In the
torture started in China? That's what they're
200s BC, tickle torture was first used in China. It turned out to be so effective that it lasted for over 2,000 years. It has many variations, but the most popular one looks like
Bro,
this.
tickle torture?
You would not survive.
That is, bro. That's not even like that's real life weird. Like,
You would not survive though.
what weirdo came up with that, bro? Like,
No, being ticklish is a fear of people. Like, people hate being ticklish.
Person is tied to a table, and their heels are
imagine that, bro. Just people just tickling you. Like, bro, what's going on? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
right now?
I would be creeped out,
Like-
but then again,
wetted
Like,
with a salt solution. Then they let a goat come into the room. The animal starts licking the salt off your heels and just tickling you. For the first couple of minutes, it'll even be kind of fun. But
He said it
imagine
would be kind of fun. He said. This is how
that
they're
you're
torturing.
being tickled for an hour, then 2, then 3. On your foot, there are about 200,000 nerve endings. From their constant irritation, even a slight touch to the heel will cause a twitch, uncontrollable laughter, and a sharp pain. A way too long tickle torture can lead to a respiratory muscle spasm, and you'll literally suffocate to death with laughter. But
okay, so this is deeper than just a tickle.
What?
Deeper.
Bro, I did not know this is possible, bro. You can tickle somebody to death,
I mean, it
'Cause
makes
you-
sense. You're laughing
bro.
so hard.
Yeah, I've been I've been laughing sometimes, bro. There's times where I laughed,
And you're like,
I could not breathe.
I remember
like,
doing
I'll be
that.
Like,
Yeah.
not even laughing in general,
Oh,
just
it's just quiet. It's like you
because
can't
I'm trying to
even
get
make
air
sound.
because I'm laughing so much, bro. But what?
how to survive
Just don't laugh.
How to
just,
survive a
Just
tickle.
don't laugh.
Let's
Just,
see it.
I feel like after an
Survive if-
hour, I'll just get used to it. Like, bro, what's going on?
No.
I'll just be like, what the fuck?
you're being
No,
tortured
because it
with
said
tickling.
After what? The nerves get irritated after what? 20 minutes?
First and most difficult thing to do is to let go of the sensations in your foot. While the goat is licking the salt off your heels, switch your consciousness to something else.
I would be, like,
Meditation
itchy
can
by
help with
leg or
that.
something,
Take
you know,
deep
like,
breaths
make
in
something
and
work.
slow breaths
That's what I'm saying. Just switch your just don't even think about it.
Just like itch your leg. Like, wouldn't that get rid of some of
You
the
can't.
feeling?
You're tired.
out.
Oh.
It's better to exhale when it gets unbearably ticklish or painful. Another unusual torture that nomads really loved was shiri. With its help,
Okay.
prisoners were turned into obedient slaves. First, your head is shaved until it's completely smooth. Then a fresh piece of camel skin is taken and put on like a hat. So far, it sounds disgusting, but still tolerable. The worst is yet to come. Your hands will be tied to a special stick structure that won't let you take this hat off. Then you'll be left for about 5 days in the middle of the desert. The camel skin, when exposed to the sun, will start to shrink and tighten on the skull. After a while, the hair on the head will begin to grow back, but it will not be able to get through the shiri and will grow in. How to survive this torture? Daytime temperatures in a desert can rise to...
So all your hair will be ingrown.
Oh, heck no. Yep, no.
Who the fuck thought of this, though, bro? Who thought of this?
Like, you have to genuinely be bored.
The skin, it just shrinks and then what?
47 degrees Celsius. That's almost 117
Bro, chilling in the desert for 5 days is enough.
Fahrenheit. So, the first thing to do is try and find some shade. After you hide from the sun, you'll need to get rid of the hat. And the only thing that will save you here is flexibility. You need to pull your head towards your knees and try to take the camel skin off. This could be done best until it starts drying out and shrinking. There's a chance of surviving the shiri torture. However, the nomads will still take you and the other survivors into slavery. But torturers did not always have to leave a person alive. It's time to tell you about the deadliest tortures in history. For this purpose, let's go back to ancient China. But this time, not to the torture basement,
China started there, bro.
To the bamboo grove. We'll need some ropes to hang a person parallel to the ground and a knife to sharpen bamboo shoots. Bamboo grows very fast,
I heard
up to
this
1 meter per day. They just
this.
hang you over such a patch and wait a few days. And its stems are strong enough to pass through the human body. Bamboo will now haunt my dreams. Is it really possible to survive a bamboo torture?
Come to Freddy.
You could take an example from David Blaine, the American illusionist. He knows how to pierce his shoulder without consequence. The needle passes through the arm without touching the muscle and veins and blood vessels. I don't recommend trying this at home. But even Blaine could hardly have survived dozens of bamboo stems growing through his body. Only Indian yogis can do that. If you move and rotate your body a little bit so that the bamboo can pass through you at the required points and at the right angle, it will grow through you without hitting your vital organs. But don't think for a moment.
Bro, he just stuck a sword through him without killing
That literally makes my skin crawl.
That this is the most painful torture. Remember when the Inquisition locked you up in the Iron Maiden? In ancient Rome, the copper bull was used instead. There's not much room inside, so you'll have to lie bent over. But the uncomfortable position is the last.
Ass coming. Sorry, y'all.
Thinking about. As soon as the door on the copper bull's belly closes, they'll start making a fire underneath it. The only chance for salvation is to kick down the door and escape. But doing it in a narrow, overheated bull's belly won't be easy. It'll take years of training to thrust it down with your hand. It'll be more effective to keep kicking at the door with your feet. You're probably not the first person to be roasted in that bull, and the lock has been damaged before.
Yo, this has to be the worst one.
No.
Slowly burning.
Oh, yeah.
You.
The one with the picture where it showed the saw on top of the body.
Few kicks, and you're free. No documented cases of execution by growing bamboo or the copper bull torture have been found by scientists. They're probably just legends that were used to intimidate people. But the next torture I'm going to tell you about is extensively described in documents. For you to be sentenced to execution by elephants, it was enough
elephants, bro.
Just to be laid on your taxes. Execution elephants were trained not to kill a person immediately, but first to crush and rip off their arms and legs. In India, such executions
1 and stomp it and your head is crushed.
Person immediately, but first to crush and rip off their arms and legs. In India, such executions were arranged as big spectacles.
Exploding. Your head is gone.
Bro.
Elephants were trained not to kill a person immediately, but first to crush and rip off their arms and legs. In India, such executions were arranged as big.
What?
Why do you keep replaying that part?
What part?
The one where he's crushing his ankles.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
You keep replaying that.
To crush and rip off their arms and legs. In India, such executions
Look at the head.
were arranged as
What do you
big
keep
spectacles.
doing that for?
Do you think there's any way you can escape the giant legs of an animal weighing
There's no
4
way you're
tons?
escaping this, bro.
You can try to keep your arms and legs to your sides and roll on the ground.
surviving.
So
But
you could try to keep your arms.
there's a
and roll on the
possibility
ground.
that the elephant will step on you by accident. Or you could call your elephant and order it to crush the executioner, who gives orders to the killer elephant. But one more giant animal in the arena is unlikely to
I didn't even know there was such things as killer elephants.
increase your chances of
I
survival.
thought there was nice animals.
Imagine what it would be like if tortures were still common in contemporary society. What would they look like? The way I see it, a person would be tied up and forced to sit facing a huge screen. And on the screen is showing, let's say, one of my previous videos.
This nigga just tried to slip that shit in there, man. Alright, y'all, that's going.
Actually, what do you think like a bad torture thing would be like nowadays?
Nowadays,
People are weirdos nowadays.
they'll probably
so
just
it's
cut
like-
off every limb, every finger. Like, people are just
Yeah.
psycho. Like, I
I
don't
feel
know,
like
bro.
they do it one by one. Like they do it in places where you'd still survive,
Yeah.
but it'd be hurt.
Like the
aching.
picture right there, they probably put headphones on you. You know what I'm saying? Make you listen to the same shit over and over. I don't know,
I
bro.
feel like I could fall asleep if something was like repeated to me over and over again.
Let me know what y'all think down below. What do you think was the worst one? I think the bullshit with heating it up. Being inside a heated, no, I couldn't do it.
No, I think the bamboo. I'm sorry, I could not. Something going through me,
Nah, that is crazy.
something
not gonna
growing
lie.
through my body.
What do you think the easiest one was? No, what was the first one again?
Improved on the developments. Why can bamboo haunt your dreams? How were people tortured? Have
The easiest
controllable
one. I
laugh.
feel like-
The
Patient
goat shit. Definitely the tickling shit. Like, what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
that'd be way easy for me because I'm not ticklish.
Me either, literally. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Make sure y'all
No
like, comment,
way you
and
just said you're not
subscribe, man.
ticklish.
We out this bitch.
No way.
Gang.
Nah.